I came over here for this, and you're giving me that? I came over here for this, and you're giving me that. The way I'm looking at it, it's like my energy has been being misled. My name's Ayn, and that's the topic of today's discussion. This is going to sound a little similar to other videos that I've made when I've talked about being reeled back in to people, situations, the drama. This is a little bit different. This is just like what I started this video out in. How many times have you went to lend a helping hand? And I'm not even really, actually I'm not. I'm not talking about monetarily or doing anything in the physical. I'm actually talking about your energy to be that, rock in that person's life, to bring a different type of energy to it. And you're coming for one reason, and it seems like as soon as that's addressed, maybe you're going down a rabbit hole of the same old, same old. And what I mean by the same old, this may have been a reason why you're not either dealing with that person like you used to, you're not coming around because you've decided to distance yourself from that drama. You decided to take a step back, let this person figure things out. And maybe they're actually in such a bad situation that you feel bad for them, and you're like, let me go in and give them some of this energy. And when you get in there, after those initial interactions are worn down, regret starts to set in. Because they start going down that same path of the reason why you all had distance between you to begin with. That is what I'm talking about. There's been at least 2 instances that has sparked me to do this video. There was one where this rides on the back of another video where I'm just stating where you're really trying to put your best foot forward and you're trying to be healthy for everybody up off in your circle, even some of the ones on the outer portion of the circle or the outer portion of the circle. And you're thinking about them because that's the type of person that you are. You're really wishing them to be well. You're wanting to check on them. But I'm telling you, some people aren't in the same mind frame that you are. Really, nobody's in the same mind frame that you are because we all got different thoughts. We're different. But what I'm talking about is, I'm talking about a different mindset from the standpoint, they're not thinking about anything healthy. They're a lot of what we talk about trying to get over on this channel. We try to get over these obstacles of falling back into the same rigmarole. We're trying to get over altercations. We're trying to get over tension between individuals. We're trying to get over bickering about nonsense, arguing about stuff that makes never mind. That's what we're talking about trying to get over. That's what I'm referring to when I'm talking about a different mindset. Like I said, we're all different, but I'm talking about on this level here that we're referring to, it's truly different. I really don't want any piece of that. But because of who they are, who we all are, we, get ourselves into certain situations and circumstances that warrant some help. That's the reason why we all need help. I talked about that in one of my other videos that I just made. No matter how healthy you are, you still need help. You need a healthy inner circle. But the thing is, you want to go in the direction that you're trying to go in. I mean, if it's something you're striving for, you don't want to go in a direction where it's contrary to what you're doing because it'd be counterproductive. You consistently find yourself sliding backwards. It would be discouraging. You might not ever make progress, or might choose to forego trying to move forward. But recognizing these situations is important to yourself, because when you're able to recognize who, what you're dealing with, then you're able to make judgment calls on just how much you make yourself available, how much of your time you're willing to lend. I know if you've been following this channel any length of time, you've seen on my videos on how quick I'm able to just let a person be in their lane. Hey, I got my own lane to drive in. I'm not responsible for making sure you get from here to there. We're all just inspiring one another, or at least that's what we should be trying to do. People have their own choices to make. I don't have time to stand and hover over you to make sure you're making all the choices that should be right in your life, so you're in a healthy mindset. you're, going forward. You're feeling good about yourself, trying to pick you up, trying to fill up your self-esteem. It's self-esteem for a reason. It's something that we all have to work on. And sometimes you have people, just like you have people that just zap all of your energy of everything that we're talking about. You have people on the other end of the spectrum that they consistently try to fight those battles. And by fight those battles, I mean in a healthy way. They try to bring those barriers down with love. And what they find, the position that they find themselves in is being used up, drained, and in some cases, worse off than the person that you're trying to assist. That's the reason why we talk about boundaries, knowing where you end and others begin, knowing how to lead people to their own messes, not really being just wrapped up and involved to where you're just entrenched in this mess. Sometimes you have to learn how to feed people with a long handle spoon, meaning you do it from a distance. Leading by example can be shown in a bunch of different ways. It can be shown with the way that a person observes some of the things that you're doing, and it can also be shown by some of the things that you're not engaging in or doing. It can be healthy. See, some people associate no, being turned down, not getting their way, as it being negative. And it's not. It's not. I've said this to people that I've counseled and talked to. Anybody that tells you yes all the time does not have your best interest at hand. They don't. I don't have to tell you. You know that's not the way that life works. You don't get yes all the time. What do you think constructive criticism is about? What do you think taking a self-analysis about yourself to see what you can improve on is all about? If you were perfect, you wouldn't need to improve anything. We're all imperfect. Yes is not your go-to answer. And it's the same thing when you're talking about what the topic of this video is. On knowing, hey, look, no, I'm not going to partake up off into this because I got enough on my plate right now. That's the topic of the video that I'm talking about here today. You're not gonna you'll recognize when you're in the position like what we're talking about, where you'll find yourself basically doing the self-talk. You're like, man, I didn't come over here for this. I came over here to offer assistance in this, and this is no different than the umpteenth time that we went down this. Man, you have to take note of those things to know when you're being reeled in, when you're being baited in. I just want to take time out on that to discuss that today. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on all the social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. This is where I'm hosting my videos at. My name's Ayin. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. Y'all have a good one.